That's a video of me enjoying my car with the brand new Tornado Tuning 4-channel tune box. Hey, what's up guys? It's Flex and welcome back. So if you follow me on Instagram, probably about 2 months ago, I posted that I removed the JB tune from my car. The reason I did that was because I was upgrading to a 4-channel Tornado Tuning tune box. So what's the benefits of the Tornado tune box over a JB tune or some of the other tunes out there? Other tunes out there will actually only connect to 2 points in your engine, which will manage your boost pressure and your intake manifold pressure. The Tornado Tuning one manages 4 different points, so I'll do the boost pressure, the air intake manifold pressure, your turbo valve, and most importantly, your fuel rail pressure. The fuel rail pressure is really important because it'll continuously feed fuel into your engine. It doesn't back off at all, so that way you can maintain power through all the power bands. So with those 4 points being managed by the tune box, your car will run about 35% more efficient, and you should be making close to about 40 more horsepower, which is definitely a plus. The install is not too bad at all. It is plug and play. The only hard part of doing the install is you have to remove your air intake manifold to plug in the actual connector. Some people might not be comfortable doing that, but if you're willing to roll up your sleeves, get into your engine and pull that off to plug in that connector, it's definitely well worth it. But I definitely can see shops being able to install this if you're not comfortable installing it on your car. So here's a tuning kit from Tornado Tuning. I'll leave a contact information in the description below if you're interested in buying it. But you get the tuning box and you get the wiring harness. So the tuning box connects here, and there's a ground and connection to a fuse box to power this up. You have each of these individually labeled. So you have your boost pressure, manifold pressure, fuel rail pressure, and turbo valve. So the fuel rail pressure is the first one we're going to install because that's the hardest one to get to. We're going to have to remove the air box and the intake manifold, unless you can reach under the intake manifold, which I don't think is really easy to do. But regardless, this is the toughest one to get to, so we're going to do this one first. Since we are dealing with electrical components, let's first disconnect the battery. Next, I'm going to remove the air box so we can get to the intake manifold. So as you can see, I removed the full air box, I removed the intake manifold, and now we can take the fuel rail connector, disconnect this connector right there, and we can plug it in. And that is the hardest part of the install. I went ahead and reinstalled the air intake manifold, but before we put the air box back on, now we can take the air intake manifold pressure connector and plug it right to this map sensor. Next, we can take the boost pressure connector, plug it into this sensor right here that's located in front of the throttle body. And for the last connection, we're going to move this turbo pipe out of the way so we can get to the connector to the turbo valve. So now that the 4 connections have been made, we can plug the harness to the tuning box. I'm going to ground the tuning box right here. And for power to the tuning box, I'm going to use a fuse tap to tap into an accessory fuse in the fuse box. I also went ahead and put some double-sided Velcro to the bottom of the tuning box, and I'm going to mount it right on top of the fuse box just so it's nice and clean. You can also use some tie wraps to wrap up all the connections just to clean up the engine bay. But everything should be good to go. The tuning box should only power on when the vehicle's on,
and you're ready to enjoy more power.
Well, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This tune box definitely changed my car completely, especially in addition to the other mods that I have, which are the intercooler, the turbocharged pipes, the diverter valve, the turbo muffler delete, the silicone air intake pipe, the K&N air filter, the new exhaust. My car is just completely different now, and I really like it. So if you liked the video, hit like below. As always, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next time.